In this video, as you can probably tell by what's already written up here, we are going to be looking at exchange rates in this video. Right, so an exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of another. Right, so how much does it cost to, in terms of one currency, to buy one unit of another currency? Right? Your textbook has a little table that shows some exchange rates. We're going to, and it's kind of a very simple little table where it's kind of got the different currencies, right, along, so that wherever they match up, you get a where you get an exchange rate. So, for instance, what would be here would be the exchange rate of euros to dollars. And I encourage you to go and look at that. We're going to use something slightly different for one reason, because those numbers are slightly out of date. Right. Instead, we're going to so the Wall Street Journal publishes these different, and probably almost every publication that has anything to do with, has a business section. Probably even when the Huntsville Times was a thing, probably was in there. I don't remember though. Regardless, this they will contain those at least the exchange rates for a dollar, for a U.S. dollar. All right. So this is as of April 4th, April 24th, 2021. This is what and these fluctuate probably daily, I believe. Maybe not a whole lot, but they do fluctuate daily. So let's jot a couple down. All right. So for one U.S. dollar, we're going to just put a few. So for $1, that costs 0.8265. All right. Euros. All right. We can also write that in terms of how many dollars does it take to get a single euro. Right, and we can see that that is 1.2099. Right, let's see. We'll grab one more for us to use. Again, these are going to be used more or less the exact same. And let's go with the yuan. All right, so one U.S. dollar is equal to 6.4954 yuan. I don't know what the abbreviation for that one is, so I'm not going to write anything down. And then one Chinese, and this is a Chinese yuan. A lot of these get used multiple times, so we want to be certain we're talking about the right one. Right, for instance, there's a Canadian dollar, an Australian dollar, so on and so. New Zealand also apparently uses the dollar. All right, so these are some exchange rates. This is what they're going to look like. So again, they can be expressed either way. So one U.S. dollar to however many euros, or 1 euro for however many dollars. All right, so let's put these to use for a moment. All right, so let's say that a handbag costs $50. And we want to know how much would it cost in US dollars. Yeah, well, we can use our exchange rate to help us figure that out. All right, so we've got no. Well, I'm going to change this real quick because we know how much it'll cost us in dollars. It's $50. We want to know. Didn't set this up quite right. How much it'll cost in euros? All right. That was the previously that wasn't a very difficult problem at all. All right. How much does a $50 handbag cost in dollars? 50. But let's find it in euros instead. So we got this $50, and we might actually notate that as 50 US dollars. All right, and then we can compare that, or we can multiply that. We want to get rid of the dollars and get it in terms of euros. All right, so we know that 1 US dollar is equal to 0.265 euros. All right, so 0.8265 euros, right, per US dollar. Right, so another way we could write that, essentially, we take this 1 US dollar, we divide both sides by that, so that we get euros per dollar. Right, and then once we have that, all right, those US dollars cancel out. All right, so 50 times 0.8265, that's going to give us 41.325 euros. All right, so that's how much that's going to cost, right, in euros. Right, of course, we can do this the other way around as well. Right, so we're going to change this up a bit. All right, so let's get a new question in here. Let's say that a textbook costs 900 won. Right, we want to know how much is it in US dollars. All right, so this time we are actually looking for dollars because we're starting with something that's not dollars. All right, so we've got our 900 won. All right, we want to put that in terms of dollars. All right, so we want to know how many dollars per won we have, right? And so for that, we're going to look down here. We're going to, 1 won, we want to cancel that out. All right, we want to cancel those wons out, so we would look for US dollars to won. So again, just like we did the last time, all right, taking this 1 won, dividing both sides by it so that we have 0.1540 US dollars per won. All right, once we've got that, right, that is going to, those won are going to cancel out, so we're just left with it in terms of US dollars, and we would get a textbook costing $138.60. Right, and that is how we can use those exchange rates. Right, now I mentioned that these exchange rates fluctuate, right? And so in the next video, we are going to look at how those exchange rates fluctuate, right? Or what determines the exchange rate in the short run. Right? But that is it for this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.